let's be completely and brutally honest with each other for a second. You just walked out of the premium pet boutique, proudly carrying the holy grail of canine luxury. You swiped your credit card for a top-of-the-line orthopedic bed, spending well over $100 without blinking. Why? Because the loyal soulmate waiting for you at home deserves absolutely nothing but the best. This bed is a marvel. It's packed with high-density memory foam calibrated to perfectly cradle your dog's spine. You place it right in the center of your climate-controlled living room, step back, and smile. In your mind, you vividly picture your sweet angel delicately stepping onto this masterpiece, letting out a soft sigh, drifting off into a cloud-like slumber. But that Pinterest-perfect fantasy lasts exactly 5 seconds. The moment their paws touch the mattress, a switch flips, their pupils dilate, their muscles tense up into tight coils, and suddenly, your sweet angel transforms into a frantic excavator. They start aggressively scratching at the surface of that incredibly expensive bed. The sharp, abrasive sound of their claws shredding the premium fabric echoes loudly. They spin in tight circles, panting heavily, digging their nails deep into the memory foam, tearing as if they are desperately trying to tunnel straight through the concrete floor. Tufts of expensive fluff fly into the air. Instantly, your heart rate spikes. The financial sting, the sheer disappointment, a sudden wave of pure frustration shoot straight into your brain. You storm over, yank the bed away, point a stern finger in their face, and scream, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop it right now! Why do you always have to destroy everything nice I buy for you?" The room freezes. Your dog recoils, completely startled. Their tail tucks tightly between their legs, and they tremble, shrinking back into the dark corner under the coffee table. They look up at you with wide eyes full of profound confusion and absolute terror. You stand there, convinced you've just successfully enforced household discipline and corrected a terrible habit. At the exact millisecond you shouted that command, you made a colossal, heartbreaking mistake. Take a breath with me. Welcome to Petpsyche. As a canine behaviorist, I need you to do one incredibly difficult thing right now. Strip away the lens of your human prefrontal cortex. Turn off the part of your brain obsessed with credit card bills, keeping the house clean, and the rigid boundaries of human right and wrong. I want you to mentally lower your center of gravity. Kneel down on that cold floor, get right at eye level with that trembling creature hiding under your table, and look at the world through their eyes. Behind those innocent eyes, there is no concept of a vandal trying to spite you or ruin your furniture. Operating inside that tiny skull is a breathtakingly complex, ancient biological operating system. It doesn't run on human vocabulary. It is genetically hardwired with the uncompromising codes of pure survival written in the blood and instincts of tens of thousands of years of evolution, tracing back to when their ancestors were wild wolves ruling the unforgiving wilderness. Yelling at your dog for scratching their bed is as illogical and cruel as punishing a tree for dropping its leaves in autumn. Through the lens of canine neuroscience, this seemingly chaotic behavior is not a flaw. It actually serves exactly 3 essential, life-saving biological purposes. But I must issue a severe warning right now. Absolutely must watch this video to the very last second, because hiding beneath these 3 beautiful biological instincts is a 4th secret. A terrifying, medical red flag that dictates the razor-thin boundary between life and absolute agony. If you do not equip yourself with the knowledge to recognize this tonight, you might blindly abandon your best friend to suffer in a silent physical hell. Let's decode the 3 ultimate laws of nature driving this fascinating behavior. Rule number 1, the biological climate control. You look around and see a climate-controlled living room. Your dog's ancient DNA is projecting the brutal extremes of the wild. Their ancestors didn't have plush blankets or air conditioning. Under the blazing sun, they were forced to sleep on scorching topsoil that could blister their skin. In the frozen tundra, they faced howling winds designed to strip away their core body heat. To survive, Mother Nature equipped them with digging. That frantic scratching is an instinctual attempt to scrape away the uncomfortable surface layer to find cool, damp clay in the summer, or to violently carve out a wind-blocking crater in the winter. Furthermore, dogs do not sweat through their bodies. Their only thermal exhaust valves are the glands hidden deep inside their paw pads. Scratching aggressively is an involuntary neural reflex to release trapped thermal energy. To their ancient software, your luxury memory foam is simply raw terrain that must be terraformed before sleep is permitted. Rule number 2, the scent matrix. You assume that new bed belongs to your dog because you paid for it. But in their magnificent olfactory universe, pristine fabric is screaming with the terrifying, alien scents of chemical factories and strangers' hands. Sleeping there feels exactly like sleeping in enemy territory. To transform this alien object into a safety anchor, have to sign a deed of ownership using chemical language. Hidden deep between their toes are eccrine sweat glands. Every time they aggressively drag their claws against the fabric, they squeeze these glands to release pheromones, unique biochemical scent molecules acting like a biological fingerprint. They are meticulously laying down an invisible scent matrix, broadcasting a powerful message to their own brain: I claim this space. This fortress is secure. Only when that familiar scent travels up their olfactory bulb does their amygdala, the fear center of their brain, finally deactivate. Rule number 3, the masterclass in safety engineering. For humans, getting ready for bed means pulling up a duvet. For a wild canine, a soft patch of tall grass on the savanna was often camouflage for a lethal death trap. Hidden beneath could be coiled snakes, venomous scorpions, or jagged thorns. Also, lying exposed turns them into a highly visible target for apex predators. Stomping, scratching, turning in tight circles is an unmatched feat of evolutionary safety engineering. They are actively sweeping for landmines. They are violently trampling down imaginary tall grass, driving out lurking vipers, sinking their heavy bodies deep to create a reinforced cradle. This cradle's ultimate goal is to shield their exposed abdomen, where their vulnerable internal organs are housed from the eyes of death. Only when this rigorous security protocol is flawlessly executed will their operating system grant permission to sleep. I need you to anchor your entire soul to this exact moment. Every beautiful scientific fact I just explained will instantly shatter into a million pieces if you witness this specific variation, because the boundary between a natural nesting instinct and a silent scream of absolute agony is terrifyingly thin. Normal safety ritual takes a healthy dog 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes tops. What is actually happening under your roof if your dog is frantically scratching their bed for 10, 15, or 20 minutes straight? Their paws simply cannot stop. What if you watch them painstakingly, agonizingly lower themselves onto the mattress, lying down only to stand right back up? They scratch again. They pace. They shift through a dozen unnatural positions, their muscles trembling under the strain, and you hear them letting out a series of soft, broken sounds, whining softly into the fabric, a cry trapped in the back of their throat. Wake up. I need you to wake up right now. That is no longer a safety ritual. That is a massive, life or death red flag. In that agonizing moment, they are not digging for a cooler temperature. They are not trying to scare away hidden snakes. They are desperately, tragically clawing at the fabric, trying to dig themselves away from the very body that is actively betraying and torturing them. This is the most devastating clinical symptom of canine arthritis, severe joint degeneration, or a hidden spinal injury. The protective cartilage that is supposed to cushion their joints has completely eroded away into nothingness. Every single time they bend their hips to lower their body, raw bone grinds directly against raw bone. It creates a searing, electric, white-hot pain, exactly like battery acid being injected straight into their spine. They are digging at that mattress in a state of pure, heartbreaking desperation. Their innocent minds are holding on to a futile glimmer of hope. If I just make this foam a little softer, maybe this agonizing fire in my hips will finally stop. But that miracle will never come. No orthopedic bed in the universe can magically replace missing cartilage. They literally cannot find a single physical posture on this earth to escape the fire burning inside their bones. Do you want to know the absolute cruelest tragedy of all? You are standing there, annoyed by the noise. You yell at them for ruining the furniture. While in the dark corner of the room, the greatest, most loyal friend you will ever have is drowning in an ocean of absolute, inescapable physical agony, completely alone. They lack the biological vocal cords to look up into your eyes and scream, "Mom, Dad, please help me." It hurts so much. Listen to me very carefully. Dogs are nature's ultimate, stoic masters of hiding pain. In the wild, showing weakness is a signed death warrant. Because of this, by the time you actually notice your dog visibly limping across the room, the arthritis has already devastated their body to a point of irreversible damage. The difference between a long, happy, pain-free life and a premature, agonizing end comes down to your ability to deeply observe and translate their microscopic behaviors. That leash connecting your hand to their collar is an emotional umbilical cord. You are their entire universe. You are their only translator. Tonight, you see your dog scratching endlessly, pacing the floor, standing up and laying down, accompanied by heavy, painful sighs. Do not hesitate for a single second. Do not yell. Walk over to them. Become their absolute safe anchor. Gently comfort them. Pick up the phone to book a veterinary appointment for tomorrow morning. Do not ever let human ignorance and human ego become a life sentence for a beautiful creature that cannot speak. If this video from Petpsyche just shattered a blind spot in your mind, and if you feel a pit in your stomach realizing there are dozens of other silent cries for help you be missing right now, you need to hit that subscribe button and follow this channel immediately. Your hesitation could cost them the comfortable, peaceful senior years they so rightfully deserve. That ancient operating system inside your dog is full of thousands of life-saving secrets that the world dangerously misunderstands every single day. I am here to use canine neuroscience to translate their silent, sacred language for you. Do not let the most loyal friend you will ever have suffer in the dark for one more night. Join the Petpsyche community, because taking the time to truly, deeply understand them is the ultimate, highest form of love. I'll see you in the next video. Keep them safe.